Well, with the new president in office, many people are wondering, when is it a good time to buy a home? When would that be? Brent Ivinson of Ideal Home Loans is here. Well, you know what? It's such a fluid market right now.
Yes.
Everybody's freaking out just a little bit for so many reasons. But following the inauguration, people are wondering, okay, rates, are they going to climb? You know, the Dow is up. What does that mean? Are they going to climb? Are they going to go down? They're going to stay steady? What is your prediction?
You know, we saw a bump up in interest rates. We're starting to see things settle back down. Here's the thing to keep in mind. In the grand scheme of things, right now, we are in the low fours. We're at 4 1/8 this morning on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So we're up from the 3s that we saw last year. But when you look at things historically and you chart it over time, we are still at what you would consider record low rates. Now, as we continue to get some economic traction, as we start to see improvements, you will see rates rise and rise quickly. So if you're looking at buying, if you're looking at refinancing, my advice to you is do it now. Don't wait, because you could be paying more if you delay.
I know you don't have a crystal ball.
Yes.
But I have heard that some people have said, yes, they did climb a little bit, but they actually might even go back down before they start to climb again. Is that a possibility?
You know, anything's possible.
Okay.
You know, I think we're seeing that settling right now. You know, we saw rates hit 4 1/4, 4.375. We're back down to 4 1/8. I think you're going to have a lot of sustained negative economic data to break that 4% threshold. So, you know, you're kind of almost hitting the bottom of that bell curve, which I know everyone likes to do. So I would definitely tell you to start to look into it sooner rather than later. And the other thing, too, if you're someone who's renting, look at what you're paying in rent. You could own a lot of home for that rent payment, and it's not that tough to qualify.
And besides that, there's so many benefits. What would the added benefits of actually owning and sometimes paying the same amount that you're paying for rent?
Well, the great thing is when you're writing that rent check, you're paying your landlord's mortgage and building their equity. Start building your own equity. There's also tax benefits involved. If you talk to your accountant, they'll walk you through that process. But there are so many benefits to owning. And here's the thing. It's just a matter of getting in the game. And then as equity starts to go up and your home value starts to go up, you now have more money to take to the next transaction. So it's really a step-by-step building process. Almost look at it as kind of climbing up the ladder. As you buy, you start climbing up the ladder naturally as your home goes up, and you now have more money to buy a more expensive home later. So there's move-up options and then move-down options as well for people who are looking to downsize a little bit.
And there might still be people out there who are paying even a higher interest rate than what we have currently. How can you help them?
Well, it's simple. Make a phone call. Here's this shocking number. 57% of current homeowners, people who have a loan right now, are paying more than they should. You could benefit from rates right now in the low 4s, so they have not taken advantage of interest rates. They haven't cashed in. You're very easily missing out on $200, $300, or even $400 each and every month.
Okay, it sounds like a no-brainer. So why isn't everybody doing it then?
Well, you know, there's a couple of things. A lot of people feel like the cost will outweigh the benefit. They're very surprised to find that you're putting real net dollars back in your pocket in a handful of months. This is not a 2 or a 3-year proposition. It's a couple of months, and you're really saving true net dollars. The other thing is qualifying. It's not impossible to qualify. We are a direct lender, so we're making our own decisions in-house. That helps significantly. And then refinancing doesn't mean starting over in a new loan and going backwards.
You know, I think a lot of people are just overwhelmed about the, with the thought of refinancing, the paperwork involved. What are the couple of the key items that you want people to have to find out when they call you to help maybe pre-qualify and make this whole process easier?
You know, really all you need is the details on your current mortgage right now. Everything else we can ask you, you know, as we get ready to get the process started, we'll have you round up some paperwork. We give you a list ahead of time so you can get all that. And it's funny you mention that, because that is the most complicated part of this process.
It's scary,
all the paperwork.
I know.
It's a stack of stuff like this that nobody wants to round up.
You have to hunt for it.
Yeah, you have to hunt for it. But the nice thing is this is what we do. There's 2 or 3 ways to get everything we need. So our lending advisors can help you walk through different strategies and different ways to round up all the paperwork you need to ultimately qualify and ultimately have you saving money or ultimately getting into that home to buy and start building your own equity.
Right. Plus, he's a pretty creative thinker.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I've learned about Brent. Okay, all right. Let me give you some information here. You know what? Don't walk, run, right, to find out how you can save more money every month. Ideal Home Loans, they have a special offer for Sonoran Living viewers. If you call today, they'll give you a free consultation, and your first payment, your first new mortgage payment, it won't be due until April 1st. Here's the number to call, 602-899-7000. Learn more at idealhomeloans.com.